And this just in. Pablo limits himself to 3 LaCroix a day.
Yeah. One time I had a wedding. I had 7, and that was a mistake.
7.
You
ever tried chugging a LaCroix?
don't do it.
Burn.
Oh,
I
man.
actually have started pouring them like a huge tall pour into a glass so some of the bubbles get out because it's just too much.
Man.
Then you can have more.
I might have to try that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a good beer. You got to pour it in a glass.
Y'all got
fancy.
As I sit and drink out of a can, are you mocking?
What are you drinking?
It's fine. This is Station 26 Tangerine Cream. Very delicious.
Nice.
Y'all got a link in your DMs. Go get it. And we're live. So that
Sure.
too.
Boom.
All the way live?
Yeah, like
Yes.
welcome in to the Dynasty Happy Hour Open Bar. J Mike, we've got to come up with a name for that, by the way. I just realized that as it was coming off of my tongue. That is not what we should technically be called because we're part of the Fantasy Huddle crew and kind of making that transition from Dynasty Happy Hour over to Fantasy Huddle. But never mind that for now. I'm thirsty. This is the Dynasty Happy Hour Open Bar. I'm just going to call it that tonight. And we're here every Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern, having drinks, talking football, getting some new guests on, getting some old guests on. It's live. It's LAF. J Mike, what's up, dude?
Let's go. Oh, my goodness. I'm excited. The bunch that we have here, like this is good. Let's just get into it. Enough about me. Introduce our guest, please. Please.
Okay. Well, we have for now. We'll see what happens with our third guest here. He's kind of in and out, but for now we have one old, one new. Our new. We'll go ladies first. It's Melinda.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Casey Kasem. So what's up?
Not much. Just, not watching baseball.
Yeah, I feel super bad about that. Like,
No, it's okay. They, the game, it could be tied. I have no idea. So
last I saw they were up 5-0 and I left the bar at which I was watching. So I don't know. We're going to need updates all the way throughout this, J Mike. We need that from you. That is your responsibility. Looks like we're bottom of the third.
Still 5-0.
Wow.
great. See,
So-
I'm missing a thing.
Yeah, apparently you, Darvish, has pooped the bed again.
Cool.
Yeah, he only went like 1 1/3 or something. But happy to have you, Melinda. It doesn't have to be ladies' night to be ladies' night here at the Open Bar. So it's gonna be good.
And just real quick, Melinda, with the green screen behind you, can you tell me what the weather's going to be like
Yes.
tomorrow morning for my morning commute?
As you see, you have the front moving in.
It's going to get ugly. All right.
Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Go outside.
50-50.
Stay
Oh my
tuned.
God. Have you seen the compilation of the video of like weathermen just having the worst like graphics on behind them, and it ends up being like a dick and balls somehow, and they start like stroking it and like low pressure coming in from
I think at that point they just have to go with it.
Yeah.
They're like, look, I'm gonna be on the internet, so let's just.
Yep, pretty much.
Write it up.
All right, and then out with the new, in with the old. Fugazi, back from the summer 17, I think is when we last hung out. What's up, dude?
Man, life is up. Life is down. It's like an elevator, the elevator business. No, but it's good though. I'm thankful. I'm happy to be here. It's an honor and a privilege again, and looking forward to talking some football and some drink and all the way live.
Pablo!
All the way live. I saw the retweet out there for all the way live. I love it. This got me like all the way up. And then our third and final guest. I don't know if I don't know what to say. So because you got your whole thing going, so I don't want to ruin that. So you go ahead and just say what you need to say.
I assume you're talking about me, Gabe.
Good call.
Yes, so I am the infamous Talking Banana. I used to write for a fantasy football site. I'm now on my own. I have my own blog up on WordPress that I like to write all sorts of awful crap, especially with regards to keeps me out of most of the time, and I have so sadly I cannot do boners predicting the weather.
So what was interesting about your introduction is it kind of cut out in and out for me, and the only part that I heard was boners for introduction.
Yeah, that was by far the loudest.
That may have been intentional.
Banana blog boners.
But we're happy to have.
Do not type in the Banana Man blog. That is not my blog.
Is that an imposter blog?
Inappropriate
Boners.
boners.
He does it pro boners. Yeah. Good start. So well, there's been some news today, people. Twitter kind of erupted a few hours ago, and I guess we can talk about it right away. I think it's overplayed, and just kind of knowing how these suspension things play out eventually, I don't know. I just think it's a little overhyped, but maybe I'm wrong. What do you all think about the old, Flash Gordon?
Flash?
Yeah.
You cannot be hyped enough about Josh Gordon.
Oh God.
I think it took me 0.00001 second to go pick him up, mainly just to piss off other people in my league.
Right.
Nice troll move. Great A troll.
Yeah, gonna drop him in 2 days.
Yep. Yeah, and he can't play for 3 weeks. Not until the November 27th.
That's after
that Thanksgiving weekend games. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's what, week 13. So, you're basically getting him. You're going to get that one game from him on his comeback game after not playing for 3 years. You're going to get the game of his life to push you into the fantasy football players starting in week 14.
I really don't see why not.
I mean, for Dynasty, sure, it's fun to pick him up and hold on to that, but I don't know. Redraft him, just whatevs.
Josh Gordon would not have it any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Even.
I mean, for believing, super hyped, hoping that it works out for him, but I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on to that feeling.
Oh, yes.
So,
people.
We're getting after it tonight.
Yes. Wow. Okie dokie. I didn't know Josh Gordon could elicit such sensual tones.
It's been
loin.
long enough. You have
Don't
to
pretend
have
you
that
didn't know
release.
Personally, I always thought that was C-Mike's theme song, but I mean, if you want to ascribe it to Josh Gordon, that's fine.
Right.
Josh Gordon came and stole it back.
So
No, he took away Brian Hoyer's day. This was Brian Hoyer's day. He came home.
Brian Hoyer does not deserve a day.
Boy, Toy Hoyer.
I mean,
I hope Brady wins the Super Bowl this year, retires, and then Hoyer comes through, and he has Cooks and Hogan and Mitchell and Amendola and Gronk, and he goes out and wins the Super Bowl.
That would be nuts.
I can't say it. I can't
Totally.
say it.
but do we really care in the least bit? I mean, specifically, I guess the question is for Dynasty. Do we care if Josh Gordon is a thing? Is he a thing?
Hoyer.
Yeah,
That's true.
we do.
I think we care.
Yeah.
I think tempering enthusiasm can be wise in situations like this, but if you have the opportunity to get him, I mean, it's just another lottery pick. You know, you want to throw those darts and grab those lottery tickets when you can, and he's shown with opportunity he can put up huge numbers. So, you know, I mean, the sky's the limit. Also, there's no floor. I mean, he could never play even though he's reinstated. I'm happy for him that he finally did get reinstated, and I hope that, you know, he can have
a floor
productive career. What's up, Banana?
There's a floor. You might be crying on it in the week
Valid.
of November 27th.
One of the interesting things is Spot Track is showing that he still got another year under contract. So 2018, he still got. So I guess it's just hard to. Obviously, it's the Browns, like disgusting, right? First of all, so even if they don't get their act together, that'll be his age.
Don't worry, AJ McCarron's gonna be passing to him.
They can get that trade to finally come through.
How many appeals does Cleveland have to put in to get that to go through?
Oh man!
I think I saw something that said, you know, the NFL or the Bengals found it in their email. Like, did it go to spam, or did they just be like, no, sorry, we didn't get the email? Or
I've heard so many different stories.
I saw the best GIF representation of it today. Was like a print, like a fax coming in, or just a printer of the trade, and it came out and went shot directly into a paper shredder. Just like,
let me say, it reminded me of when a few years ago when Elvis Dumervil had to sign that contract and didn't fax his paperwork in until 10 minutes after the deadline, and they didn't have a contract.
Right.
That was amazing. And by amazing, I mean horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop using fax machines. 1.
It's a good idea.
Yes.
2, don't trade for AJ McCarron.
Well, AJ McCarron is probably the world's happiest man right now.
True. Talk about dodging the bullet.
Dodge the bullet, yeah.
Major bullet.
I mean,
Speaking of unhappy, yeah. Then there's Deshaun Kaiser, who's probably crying in the fetal position right now, saying, "They don't love me. They don't love me."
I thought that was kind of weird. I mean, I don't know. Not like second round draft pick is that high. It's pretty high enough to like not give up after
For
8
sure.
weeks. I mean, he's a rookie QB. You're not getting Deshaun Watson or Dak Prescott every year. Like, sorry, that just doesn't really happen often at all. So I don't know. I think that the Browns need to chill a little bit. And Hugh Jackson, I don't know. I'm tempering on Hugh Jackson quite a bit. I think everyone was really hyped for him to come over from Cincinnati just because of that run game that they could do when he was an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Last time he was a head coach. Last time he was a head coach was for Oakland, and he was dog shit over there. He lasted a year. So, I mean, I don't know. I was never hyped about the Hugh Jackson thing, and I think that might be more of an issue than Deshaun Kaiser.
Can we pivot from one poop show to another poop show?
More poop.
Wow, which one?
Well, this one's going to hit very close to your home, Melinda. So, so the quarterback situation in Denver.
So bad.
Oh man.
I can't even finish the sentence, and you're shaking your head. Tell us how you really feel about what's going on in Denver right now, Melinda.
I personally think it's hilarious because I mean the fans are so riled up and it's amazing, and they're just like not nice fans. So I like when things go poorly for them. And I mean, they did this to themselves, truly. They release everyone. They get Paxton Lynch injured, who isn't even good. Simeon, bad. Re-sign Brock,
no,
bad.
that was a waste of a first rounder.
It just, I don't
At least
honestly
Simeon
know
was a
what
7.
they're gonna do.
That's a fair point, Van Burf.
I did see that Jake, tight end, was and Chad Kelly were both practicing this week.
Yep.
So
Look out for Chad Kelly. Yep.
Good.
yeah.
How awesome would it be if Chad Kelly ends up being the starter?
Week 17 starter, Chad Kelly.
I think he will be. I don't even think that's crazy.
No, I love it. I love it.
Not at all.
Yep. Mr. Irrelevant.
So yeah, so at this point, obviously Emmanuel Sanders just missed the game. CJ Anderson and the offensive line haven't looked very good, at least of late.
Sure.
Are we washing our hands of all of Denver right now? I'm tempted to say yes.
Sanders better fucking come back.
He's coming back this week.
Demarius has been hobbled again.
I think Demarius is fine. I mean,
Demarius fits in with the theme of Bird all the time. Sorry, Melinda.
no, you're good. I'm just gonna leave it at Demarius is fine.
So
Not good, not bad, just fine.
I'm tempted to be willing to invest in either of their receivers because they've proven that they can be productive almost regardless of who's at quarterback. I mean, they get the lion's share of the targets, whatever, you know. It befuddles me that they would put Brock in instead of just continuing to play Simeon because I can't see how putting in Brock is better. That's just crazy to me. But one thing I did see today was Brock threw to Thompson 30% of the time, and Emmanuel Sanders, I think it was like 23 or 24% of the time. So that was back in 2015. If he gets put back in, which they said they did, and he continues to go in that route, if you can get DT or Sanders for cheap, like I'm totally willing to do that. I wouldn't want him to be my wide receiver 1 or 2, but I'm not afraid to run with them. And Demaryius Thomas has proven that his floor is just so solid most of the time, no matter what. He might not get you the 20-point games you're hoping for, but he'll get you 9 or 10 almost every week, which it's nice to be able to bank on something like that.
Yeah.
If you don't have to invest a lot.
And you still have that touchdown upside. I mean, he hasn't really hit on it yet, but it has to come at some point. I mean, maybe not, but
you want to believe.
You would think so. I mean,
yes.
I believe. I have a little bit of Demarius, and I believe.
Me too.
Whether it's delusional or not.
Speaking of delusional, Broncos traveling east to face Philly this weekend. You guys feeling great about that?
That's going to be rough.
They're going to get blown up.
Yeah.
A lot of ketchup. Maybe mustard.
I'm
a relish.
You make me hungry.
I think Manny's back this week, and I think that both Manny and Demarius will play better just because they seem to not attract all of the coverage,
Right.
on one guy. So that'll be good. And they'll be playing catch up the whole game because holy shit, the Eagles are good. They score a lot of points every week.
What's the percentage chance? And I want to hear from everybody. What's the percentage chance that Brock Osweiler finishes the season as the starting quarterback of the Denver Broncos?
0%.
I'll put it at 5.
Ooh.
But also 5 is basically the same percentage that Brock finishes the game this week.
That is fucking awesome.
Oh, man.
What do you think, Van Burf?
3.5%.
Nice.
Someone gonna say $1, Bob?
Right.
Pablo, any faith in the Brock Ness monster?
I mean, if we're playing by Price is Right rules, I'm going to say 6%.
Right. May as well now, huh?
Well,
you can allow Brock to play the Patriots in a few weeks.
I just think it's just awful because at this point, Denver or Elway, more than anything, is admitting, okay, Simeon's not the guy.
Right.
Not the guy. They don't even want to put Paxton Lynch in. Like he's apparently so awful for what they see. They don't even want to put the man in. They're turning back to Brock Nessmonster, who they think. I mean, for them, thank goodness that they dodged the bullet in terms of paying the man the $18 million or whatever else he was wanting. But this is where we are with Denver, where they just won a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Right.
This is disgusting. I'm sorry. So literally, they can't go to Simeon unless somebody gets hurt. They don't want to go to Lynch. I think Brock probably does in the season as a starter, and that's just disgusting to say. I need to go shower.
Well, Lynch was injured for the first like 6-7 games or something. I don't know if he actually started out on the pup, but he was that shoulder injury, so he wasn't even able to play and come in for Simeon. But and I think I haven't really checked in on Paxton Lynch injury updates recently, but
I think he's been practicing at the very least.
He been? So he is he is able to actually go, and they're throwing in Osweiler ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was inactive on Monday.
Gotcha.
Pretty sure I remember seeing him in a sweatshirt.
Yeah, he has street clothes on.
I mean, kind of like the Kaiser thing in Cleveland. I mean, it's only been a year. I think they need to chill a little bit. Like, yes, he looks really bad, but so did Goff last year, and now everyone's balls deep on him. So, I don't think that Lynch was ever really that good. Was never really a fan of him being a prospect coming out, but I don't know. Should still give him a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think
more than Brock Osweiler. He had his shot. He learned under Peyton Manning for 3 years, and if that doesn't do it for you, then
I just think it's interesting because at least with Goff, everyone anticipated the fact that Fisher was probably on his way out, right? Okay.
Right.
So Vance Joseph is just getting started. Right? So no telling what happens at offensive coordinator or anything else. And like you said, the man's in his second season. He's started maybe 10 games total in 2 years. Probably not even that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there is something to be had there. It just really feels not hopeful. That's anyway.
Yeah.
Can if we switch subjects to a more hopeful situation, there's this guy named Deshaun Watson who apparently is not bad at football. Pablo, where do you have him in Dynasty as quarterback rankings, just in general, moving forward?
Oh man, I'm really more the type of guy that would buy cheap older quarterbacks than try to invest in youthful quarterbacks. I think he's blown my expectations out of the water for sure, and he continues to prove it week after week that it's not a fluke, that it's not he's not going to just fall off a cliff. But I still have him, I would say, outside of my top 5 for sure. I think, some people want to toss him in there already, and I just pumped the brakes a little bit. And probably have him somewhere around 10th, 8th maybe right now.
There was a poll on Twitter of between Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson.
Saw that.
And I think it was like 60-40. It was fucking close.
For fuck's sake.
Damn. I mean, you can't argue the production, but
for sure.
Man, I don't know.
Man,
someone is doing a line on Twitter.
I think that was a Dolphins coach.
That's right.
Wow. 60-40 for Watson. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wish I had him. I mean, I would love to be able to trade him away right now for, I don't know even what people would give away, but
anything.
More than I would pay to get him. Right.
Well, I think
love those rookie quarterbacks.
This is going to be interesting. Can we walk through this real quick, just in terms of, because right now, Deshaun Watson is fantasy's number 2 quarterback. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Behind what, Alex Smith?
Behind Alex Smith.
Is that points per game though?
No. That's just total points per game. Watson's 1. Yeah,
so,
Watson's 1.
He'll probably get up there once Smith has his bye, huh?
Yeah. So let's talk. Yeah, I love that. So let's points. So we'll just do a bunch of head-to-heads. Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson? dynasty, like moving forward.
Russ for me.
I still pick Russell Wilson.
Russ for me as well. Melinda.
Yep.
Van Beezy.
That's Russ.
Ross, even though I hate him as a person.
Does that have anything to do with Sierra or like what?
It goes back to his UW days. He was a fraud back then as a person.
Dang, tell us how you really feel.
I keep it 100 in here, guys.
You're a badgering banana.
Love it.
Okay, that's fair. So we'll keep it moving forward. Deshaun
Yes.
Watson. We won't say Alex Smith. Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz.
Ooh.
That one's better for me. That one, I'd probably go Watson on that one.
Okay.
Samesies.
That one's closer for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Watson. I think he just has. I mean, the team's just set up better for him long term.
Mhm.
Pablo.
Maybe not at running back.
I'll be the odd man out and say Wentz on that one.
Okay.
I would enjoy either.
Yeah. I mean, it's close enough for me to not really care. I mean, and for me in Dynasty, for a QB at least, I only care about a QB if it's in Superflex. So
Right.
if it's one QB, I don't give a shit who my QB is. And
Mhm.
so if it's Superflex, then we're talking something different. But yeah, I wouldn't.
Well, let's ride with Superflex then. To at least a place where you care. I
Yeah.
want to get a few more names in because I found this interesting that if it's really a discussion to where it's Aaron Rodgers, I'm curious where everybody else lands in the spectrum. So Deshaun Watson or Mariota Winston side.
I still take both of those guys over Watson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Watson's inside the top 10, but I don't think he's inside the top 5.
Yeah.
Just to be like with respect to what other people are feeling and thinking, and just the production too. But I don't know. Top 5's that's crazy. Maybe.
I mean, who knows? In time, we'll know for sure. But
Because
I feel like every week, like it's gonna. Okay, this is the week. It comes to an end, and then it's just like a different level every week. So
yeah.
They're all like really unique and like different games too. That like it's you can it seems like you can always make an excuse for each game. It's like, well, he's playing against flop defenses. Well, it was a good defense, but he got garbage time. Well,
Right.
So
all right, I feel like there's several other names I want to get to, but I feel like you summarized that well, Gabe. Is that maybe he's not top 5, but I think if I keep rattling off these names, I think he'll probably fool around and end up in your top 5, and you won't like it very much. Like I think
I mean, it's still Luck, Russ, Rodgers, and Mariota, Winston, and Dak in there at least ahead of him, and then I'd have to start thinking about it.
Whoa, Gabe, let's unpack this for a second here, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's pack. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so while we're unpacking Colonel Sanders, how is Luck still that high? I have significant concerns about his shoulder at this juncture.
Just because he keeps having pain in his shoulder. In regards to that,
yeah, they keep on exactly stuff like that is kind of alarming, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I respect that for sure.
For me, that puts him outside of the top 5, not necessarily outside the top 10, but there's enough of a yellow flag there for me that I have him downgraded a little bit.
Yeah, when I wasn't going in any specific order. I was just listing off 6 guys. Luck probably wouldn't be my number 1 guy, but
Talking even top 6. Just
okay.
ahead of Deshaun, to be honest, at this juncture.
Yeah,
I like
they're
quarterbacks that can
maybe
throw the
that's a better
football.
argument, I guess, because you know what Rodgers is going to be, and probably most have Rodgers ahead of Luck. I guess I don't know if they're concerned about the shoulder. Maybe
is
Luck versus
not your
Watson is a
shoulder.
better question, J. Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not for me, but
yeah.
J. Mike?
No, I'm pretty sure I take Watson over Luck. and it's not it's not this hot streak that Watson's on. It's that moving forward, luck scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a case where right now, like Deshaun's probably going for a lot in leagues, but I still think luck may go for more because people still have in mind, oh, we think this guy's like a top 3 quarterback, like in life, period. Like,
God, it's Andrew Luck.
Exactly. So I think that public perception, it would still be luck. So you probably get more for luck. I think I'm kind of letting that train pass.
Waivers, like something in my pants.
Yeah, I don't know. I have luck in one dynasty league, and I've been riding Phillip Rivers all year because luck has been out. If somebody offered me Watson for luck right now, straight up, I'd take Watson
Quickly.
Yep. And I can't trade luck because I know nobody's going to give me what he would have gotten, 6-10 months ago. So I'm just holding out on him. But I think luck would still fall in my top 10 as of right now, but I don't know what to do with him. He's a complete question mark.
Just ignore him. Put him, like, if you're looking at your roster, just put him physically at the bottom and ignore him.
In the roster, the quarterbacks are at the top, so I can't get him to the bottom, but he is below Phillip Rivers. So.
Hey, so Luck or Flacco?
Luck.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Birth.
Excuse my sarcasm.
He elite though.
He elite though. He elite. I mean, just a few weeks back we had
about Watson. Maybe we should talking about luck because y'all are sweating that a little bit, and I hope it continues to sweat because I'd love to buy that for a like 10th ranked overall QB price, whatever that is. But that'd be great.
I tried to buy him recently in a dynasty league. It did not end so well. The owner basically told me to go pound sand. He values luck very highly. It's still a top 3 asset. Blah 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 blah.
Did you take the high road?
I told him,
whatever, man.
Actually, I said thanks, but I'll be happy running out Deshaun Watson, Matt Stafford, and Jared Goff for the time being.
Oh, that gets it done. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm good there.
So quick shout out to the folks in our YouTube chat, which we've got notable alumni in there tonight. The big homie Dwight, who he just gave us his top 10 in quarterbacks. Tim Turner's in there. The big homie Jake was in here. But real quick, just throw this out there. Looks like Dwight's got Watson at 9. He's got Carr, Dak, and Wentz all in front of him, with Cam right behind him. Just a quick heads up. So shout out to everybody who's checking us out on the live YouTube stream here.
Yeah, jump in there. If you're listening to this later, I hope you're watching the World Series. You deserve that. But next Wednesday when there ain't shit happening, get in here 9:30 Eastern. Get in that YouTube chat. I still don't even know how to find it. J Mike, I literally have never seen it before. That is all you. You know what you're doing, but
man of the people, people's champ of the open bar.
Exactly.
Yes.
The artist formerly known as the Dynasty Happy Hour Open Bar.
Oh boy, maybe we should have a discussion about that. What the name needs to.
Yeah, what do you guys think? What should we name this now?
Throw it out in the YouTube chat too.
Yes. I got you.
So we're now the Fantasy Huddle versus Dynasty Happy Hour, but the open bar stays, obviously, that whole kind of moniker. But what we have to somehow mix it with Fantasy Huddle. Fantasy Huddle open bar, I don't
Sanders and his 11 flavors of Dynasty.
Yep. 5 Spice Girls and 6 herbs.
Fantasy Huddle's finger licking kitchen.
Ooh.
People might get the wrong idea.
Ooh.
Why are we talking about finger licking? Oh, no. This is not the week to be talking about finger licking. No. Sorry, Kevin Spacey, no.
I'm gay, so just the excuse for everything. Just like
Wait,
start sit questions.
Really? Oh, sorry. Oh.
Wait, is your wife in the room with you as you say this?
I was just walking past and heard something.
Yeah, she doesn't hear the other end of this conversation. It's just me like shouting out, "I'm gay." So, yeah.
Oh
No,
no.
it's a joke. No, I don't think that's funny, but it's a
You're gonna get
joke.
divorce papers tomorrow, big dog.
No,
Oh, thank God! I
No,
thought this whole time
no,
it was
I was-
fantasy football you were into.
no, it was a joke. I was. Oh, you're leaving. Okay.
Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Really, it's not me in trouble with my wife.
All right. Well, Dwight thinks we should just leave it as the open bar period.
No.
open
I
bar
mean,
period,
not with
perfect.
period at the end.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Open bar.
Then a period and
With
then the word
parentheses.
period.
Open bar.
With brackets.
Can we ever chug beers on this thing?
Do we ever what?
Because I need
You do.
beers.
We have never chugged beers. Would you like to? You want
Well-
to chug a beer? Do you want to chug a first beer on the
I have
open
to
bar?
go to the fridge.
No, because that means I have to pan my camera up and
Yeah,
down.
Melinda.
That would be embarrassing. We would definitely all peel out of that.
I am gonna fridge. I'll be back. I can still hear you though through the magic of Bluetooth.
Wow, man,
Melinda.
we live in a crazy time.
What?
Between the green screen and Van Beezy's crotch pelvic thruster,
Yeah.
It's decombusting.
this is getting
I want Melinda to have something on that green screen. Really
It's just
bad.
the color I painted my wall.
Comes in
Why
handy
would
for
I
everything.
was working from home at the time, and I thought it'd be fun to have like some of the walls painted. I mean, like all the cool tech companies paint their walls this color, so 2 walls are this color, 2 are gray.
Can somebody get a screen capture of Melinda so that way people can on her?
Photoshop.
Well, I'm
this
glad you got
also.
behind the green, Melinda, because if you went behind the gray, we would not be able to see you 100%.
Nope.
Okay, but so J Mike, hold on, but with the green, so we've had someone on here before with the green, right? Have it with some like bright color behind him or her. I don't remember who it was. I was probably drinking.
You probably were.
Probably.
And I'm not real sure who it was.
Come on.
Just start naming colors.
It might have been, and I should have asked our home girl. I was trying to mix girl and Lorna at the same time. Home Gorna. I was trying to. Let's just forget I said that. I was trying to ask her today about the whole Zeke thing because she's
Zika?
in law, and knows things, and it's just back and forth yet again. And now they filed a second injunction today on behalf of the NFLPA or whatever. So I mean, fucking here we go again. I don't even know if Alfred Morris is I get so excited about having him, and then they just shoot it down again.
Funny story about Zeke in the league.
Give it to us.
Okay, so there's this guy. We'll call him Schmate for the time being. Zeke. He dropped DMC just after. This is a cap league. Just after our yearly auction, somebody else picked him up, and he decided about 2 weeks ago to on our league board about how he is tired of all these offers from bring up Alfred Morris and DMC, and they have to stop. We pulled some logs on transactions that took place. It turns out he had gotten 1 offer for each until that point. Then the DMC owner decided to offer him, I believe it was 15 offers in the course of a week.
Wow, nice.
I mean, just
Yeah.
gotta let you know you're interested.
The DMC owner just dropped him this morning. Now Schmate has $11 left in FAAB dollars.
Schmate.
There's no way I could guess who that is.
And right, and and I happen to have $89 in FAAB left. So I'm sure he's going to put in DMC, and it'll process tomorrow morning. And I put in a $12 bid.
Nice. So
because I am that horrible of a human being.
No, it's fun. It's like lifeblood.
Oh yes,
Yep.
And I will make another Hitler Reacts video just for it when he loses. He's on the regular for this league, and Schmate happens to play the role of Hitler quite nicely.
That's a pretty. I didn't know Hitler played fantasy football.
Oh, he does.
God, how bad would that be?
I'll send you in the chat the videos for you kids to watch. And very.
All right, Burf, I want to see you chug a beer. So.
Yep, waiting.
Yeah.
Let me finish the LaCroix.
Like, don't you? Actually, no. I would like to see you chug a LaCroix.
Okay.
I feel like that's harder.
You might physically watch a man combust on the
And then do 5 jumping jacks.
Ooh.
No, that's me.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
so I need some chug music, kids.
Oh boy.
If you want me to chug a LaCroix,
God.
Sandstorm?
The only chugging music.
oh yes. Oh, that's another story I have to tell you guys after I do this. So let's stand up. Hi, it's me.
Burf. Yes.
Everyone get in the chat.
Let's see it.
What are you playing?
Yes.
What?
It's unfortunate the banana internet's so choppy tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that an LFO song in the background?
LFO?
Tootsie Pops
That wasn't
and
LFO. Tootsie Pops. Oh man! Shout out to Stephanie. She whooped my angle side this week in our LFO league. I think.
Oh,
This
can
Hey
we
Gabe,
not-
how are you doing in that league, anyways?
Oh gosh.
I don't know. I don't even know, honestly. Probably below
I
500.
can tell you in about 30 seconds.
Okay, please do.
Can I tell you some real?
Happily.
Can I tell you some real crappy stuff that happened in that
Give
league?
it to us.
Had a bunch of
So-
Chinese food makes me sick.
In the LFO league, obviously I'm, as most may know who listen, co-owning a team with Caleb, and so we had a pretty good week. Put up 126 points. We're feeling good about life. Things were good. And
Please.
do you guys remember who the Sunday night game was this past week?
Yeah, Pittsburgh and
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
Pittsburgh. Mhm.
Right. So Pittsburgh is a Sunday night game, and then the Chiefs and Broncos are the Monday night game.
Monday night.
And so we had a pretty good lead. Life was fantastic. And then Travis Kelce happened. Travis Kelce went for 26.3 points, and we lost by 0.6 points. 0.6. We lost by 6 yards. I am
Oh,
pissed.
by the way, so fun fact for you guys. The team that you're co-owning, Mr. John, is approximately almost 200 points behind the points for leader.
Gosh.
Is that bad?
Hey, Van Burf, thank you for making me feel even better about my team.
I do what I
love
can.
Fantasy. I love fantasy.
Gabe is currently actually at 500, 4-4.
Good enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Which is
Shout out.
two games
That was like
ahead of you, John.
that was
see
the
that.
hardest draft to do. Like doing a podcast while drafting was very difficult. I picked a lot of players I've never picked like in my life for one, and then this year for two.
So
Obviously.
shout
Gentlemen,
out to the
In your
division leader.
division, by the way.
Do what?
Who's been first in your division?
The
You might want to check.
That would be you, Van Berth, you turd.
New kids on the block had a bunch of hits. Blah blah blah. The best.
Van Berth is 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
you mean
I know what I'm doing, kids.
You mean Devin?
No, I mean Van Berth.
He was pinch hitting. Pinch hitting for the injured Devin.
By the way, Melinda and Fugazi, I don't know if you know, but we're in a league with LFO.
Like the LFO?
Yes,
Yeah.
the LFO.
What?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of our episodes was the live draft with LFO.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Man.
That's what
So
we're
many
referencing right
questions. I'll put in a 135-part tweet thread and get it all out there.
now. Oh, you didn't get the 280? You didn't get the 280 bump?
No.
Sorry about
Beer
that.
and Blank needs 280. Help us out, Twitter. Good grief.
By the way, love that handle.
Thanks.
One of my favorite handles I've ever read. I like didn't understand it at first, and then I was
Right.
like,
That's the issue.
oh. The important part is the beer, and then anything else.
Yeah, beer and whatever. That probably would have been a better name, beer and whatever, but did
You
not
should
have the
actually-
foresight.
Because you can do underscores, right? With Twitter. So you could have literally done a blank, like just beer and then like 5 underscores.
Yeah, didn't think of that one either. Because I like owned that domain and made like my own personal website at one time, and that was literally like the logo, like beer ampersand blank.
Awesome.
Oh well.
Is that still live? Is that the
I think I still
the
own the URL, but it's not live. No.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, nothing fun there.
Well, just giving a free plug opportunity here on Dynasty Happy Hour Open Bar. We're looking for sponsors, so I didn't know if Beer and Blank was just looking for some love.
Totally lucrative business. Yes.
Yes. Nice.
I don't remember us talking about football in the last like 10 to 15 minutes. So
What?
can we
It's
Jay
been a
Mike.
while.
drop
story
some
from
knowledge? I know you got something on your mind. You always do. Tell me something.
Who you talking
Ask
about?
me something.
Who?
Ask us something.
You talking about me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk trade deadline? Are you guys tired of that?
Ooh,
Never
trade
tired of
deadline.
Tired of that in
Yeah.
fantasy football or in NFL or both?
No, in NFL, not NFL.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Anyway, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around a couple of moves that were made. Kelvin Benjamin to the Bills. Yeah,
Worse for the Bills.
that was my what you just did was my reaction to that deal was this. All right.
By first, I wanted to initially say like, "Oh my God," but then I read the full sentence and it just turned into a.
We know who this is good for, right?
Devin
Jay
Funches.
Yeah.
McCoy.
Oh, I got you, Gabe. No. You got to flip it on its head to get inside Gabe's head. So this isn't about Kelvin Benjamin at all.
No, not at all.
I
think it's awful for Kelvin Benjamin. If it's Tyrod Taylor there, hell no.
Siberia of NFL.
It is the Bunches of Funches train rolling through.
Oh my God. I'm so excited.
My buddy Landmark, who thinks that Funch is horrible, yet I convinced him to package up to include him in a deal for Dalvin Cook because I had a feeling something like this was going to happen.
With
we said
Benjamin
happened?
leaving town.
Nice.
Well, there had been enough rumblings between the offseason and going into the season that Benjamin was on his way out that Funches was going to at some point take that role.
I mean, yeah, last year it makes sense, and the comments from the GM
Yeah.
made total sense too, that they wanted to get faster. So Kelvin, not fast.
Stronger.
They can't keep running all these 3 tight end sets with Kelvin, Dixon, and Funches on the field. That's
Well,
crazy.
I'm just here for hopefully some scrap heap Curtis Samuel production.
Hey,
oh God.
Yeah.
Please, it was a trash heap of receivers this week, and I need something.
It could happen.
And you have to start Curtis Samuel.
I might.
Oh, man.
That or like Zay Jones or it's so bad.
no.
Basically think
Speaking,
of the worst receiver you can, and that's who I have to start.
I was just about to say, speaking of bad and Zay Jones, the man has 37 targets, 10 receptions, good for a 27% catch percentage.
Ugh.
I hope
That
someone
is
makes a
amazing,
supercut of him
yeah.
dropping everything. Because I want to see if he drops it or if it's those really great ones where it just hits him in the chest and bounces away.
Mm.
Oh, it's so bad.
And the
So
Can you
bounce-
bad.
set it
the
to
bounce
one
just
shining
looks
moment?
Yes, that's about right, man, Bert. That's about right. But seriously, he's walking into a situation where the leading, and we're talking about Kelvin Benjamin, he's the leading target guy, LaShawn McCoy is, at 46 targets. Next is Zay Jones, who literally has 37 targets and 10 receptions.
That's just atrocious.
It's
Like that's
amazing.
so bad.
It's so
And
bad.
then third on the team is Charles Clay, who hasn't played. He's only played 5
All right.
games.
I'm so
played
excited
5
for
games.
Clay to get healthy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. Charles Clay, by the way.
No, it's week 9.
He will
when
be
you're
back in a
excited for
couple
Charles
weeks,
Clay to come
Bucko.
back.
It doesn't matter. Kelvin Benjamin is Charles Clay. He has been reincarnated as Charles Clay. Kelvin Benjamin is
Please.
Charles Clay.
All right, hey, here's one for
Yeah,
you.
and we all know what Calvin Benjamin's catchphrase is like throughout his career. So that's alligator hands with.
Kelvin Benjamin or Devin Funches rest of season?
Rest of
Funches.
season?
Rest of
Funches.
season.
Funches.
Funches.
Easily.
I agree.
Bunches of funches.
I just want to make sure nobody was too excited about Kelvin.
So like, you need to leave now.
Yeah, you gotta go. Just close
So
your
he makes
laptop
you
now.
ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen, blah, 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 blah.
Let's get Joe Pano in here real quick. I want to hear his. I wanted him on tonight to talk about Devin Funchess. I tried today, but he didn't want none of that. So everyone, make sure and reach out to Joe Pano right now at PAENO and ask him all about Devin Funchess. He has all the best Devin Funchess takes. He'll let you know.
And ask
where
him why
exactly
he's
he'll
too
finish.
good for Gabe.
Back.
With all the clap emojis.
Yes. And the hallelujah hands raised.
I mean, the point just doesn't get across.
Yes. Okay, sorry. One more thing I wanted to hit. Jay Ajayi. So obviously right now the Eagles are all sorts of fantasy relevant. People are Nelson Aguilar is on our radars now. Alshon Jeffrey sighting. Torrey Smith is still just Torrey Smith. So just sneeze and
garbage.
forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah, a nice little DFS play every once in a while if you're feeling it. You know.
Yeah. If you're
If you're
like,
feeling it.
if you're like Melinda
I like losing
and
money.
just
I'm
play just
starting
tournament,
him.
Oh, I think Torrey Smith is even too trash for this week.
oh, God. That's cold. That's so cold.
I love him
Play
so much.
Torrey Smith if he was $2,000.
Got to be minimum.
He's awful.
I bet 500 over minimum.
Yeah, I bet he's like 35.
Okay.
I don't mind the Eagles passing game whatsoever. I might like it a little bit more with an up. I think Ajayi's better than both Smallwood and Blunt.
Hey, leave Team Booty 8 alone.
Booty, eh?
Smallwood.
Yeah, I got you.
Like,
Look, I don't like him, but I liked the opportunity, just that he was on a decent squad. But surprising trade there for sure. I'm
Yeah.
curious what will happen. I hope that I'd like to watch a Jai run. I think he is a good runner, and he has great burst and swift hips. I mean, the cuts he makes are really impressive for how big he is.
But then he runs into his blockers.
But he doesn't. I mean, the vision isn't top notch, but it's certainly better than that of. I mean, picture in your head right now, like watching LeGarrette Blount run.
Created after initial contact.
Watching LeGarrette Blount run.
Concerned though, I mean, if he's not going to get more than he's blocked for, isn't that kind of one of those things that you want to be a little bit? Really want to give up all this for this guy because oh my God, he's now in Philly. Don't give me that look, Gabe. That look.
I mean, I'm definitely interested to see how it all shaped out. I feel like Ajayi is a combo of the best parts of Smallwood and Blount.
Right.
Well, I guess Blount's best part is scoring touchdowns as a Patriot, so that's a hard one to replicate. But I mean, Smallwood's nothing special. He's fine. Like he can catch somewhat. He can run, but
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think if they just stop doing this thing where they trot out Blount as the starter and tell him he's the starter, that things will go a lot better for the Eagles run game.
I can't believe they only had to give up a fourth and a
Fourth.
sixth, or just a fourth, right? Yeah.
Just fourth.
And they paid
a
fifth for him.
All the time.
A fifth for him a couple years ago. So now they increased their draft pick by 1.
Yeah.
Something's up in Miami, bro.
For sure.
Something is up. Like that.
It starts off with their quarterback and his no tan lines.
That's the thing. Like obviously they signed Cutler. I mean, life is bad when Tannehill gets hurt, so I don't know what to do with him now. They signed Cutler, train wreck. Matt Moore comes in his only start, goes against Baltimore, puts up 0 points. Then you trade your best running back, who's again behind him, Damian Williams and Kenyon Drake. Like, what are we doing? Devontae Parker's been hurt. Jarvis Landry's not coming back. Kenny Stills is the only receiver that probably has a contract outside of next. Like, what is going on?
Hey man,
You forgot Leante Carrero.
Yeah.
Speaking of being
the
built like a
only
tight
guy
end.
they're dedicated to in Miami is Kenny Stills. They gave him that 4-year contract.
I can't believe
They're
they
shopping
Julius Thomas,
Landry
like, 8
in the
years.
middle of the season or in the summer or last year, whenever. They've been shopping Landry ever since he's been drafted. They just don't respect his game whatsoever.
Awful. It's so awful.
Yeah.
It's so awful.
Yeah, Adam Gase hates literally everything there. You see him on the sideline, they pan to him, and he's just sad, upset, staring in the oh my God. He probably doesn't even say a word at halftime. He ignores everybody.
He's like, man, life sure was good as the offensive coordinator.
Right. It's a different game going from offensive coordinator to head coach. I'm curious to look into that transition a little bit more because it seems like it never really works out that well.
Yeah, just look at who he followed up behind. Was it Philbin? Who was an awesome offensive coordinator for Green Bay, right?
There was an interim, their tight end coach from last year. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
You're forgetting about
I love the tight end coach.
McAdoo.
He was so intense and big,
Yep.
huge dude.
Oh man, whatever.
Why are we talking about the Dolphins?
I don't know.
No more.
Kenyon Drake, Damian Williams, rest of season.
Drake.
Williams. Anyway,
I signed for free on the waiver wire.
Hard pass.
Oh god.
but there's one
Someone
thing
has to catch those dead ducks.
Yeah, somebody has to.
No, they don't. They fall to the ground.
I wanted to hit on one more thing. It has to do with the Monday night game. And Pablo, this hits very close to home for you, sir. As obviously Lions at Packers. Who is the second best team in the NFC North?
Oh, fucking hell.
The Vikings.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, I like it.
I answered
You know what?
well.
You know what? I asked that, and I did not see that coming, and I should have. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm so disappointed in myself.
You should be. That's
Oh,
what you.
man.
That's what happens to you when you try trolling two Packer fans.
No, for real though, I think they've invested so much time and waiting on Hundley, and for him, it's kind of like a now or never. I feel like if he doesn't succeed here, his value plummets. It'll be unfortunate for the organization because he'll have no trade value. I think he'll have a hard time ever getting a starting gig again. So I mean, not even as a Packer fan, but I liked Hundley coming out of UCLA. Like I think that he could be decent. Maybe that's just the Packer fan in me, like wanting him to be, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that he's going to put up Rodgers numbers or be able to support 2 wide receiver 2s, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I think that division. I mean, the Bears aren't even that bad. Like, it's weird. Like, that division is just a crapshoot right now. And the Vikings are winning with Case Keenum. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, Big Dick will be back soon.
Alrighty.
What?
You're not familiar with this, are you, Gabe?
Oh,
Do the picture.
I'm a little lost in the sauce.
wait, hold on. You said big dick, and then let me show you the picture. So,
Brett Favre?
So yeah, hold on.
oh,
No.
that no.
Teddy.
Yeah, I love Teddy. I love Teddy Two Gloves.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
John Tabari from DFF for that one.
Teddy Two Gloves.
What, Teddy Two Gloves?
Well, let me see if I can.
Actually, I learned that one from a student of mine 2 years ago. I always thought it was really good, so I used it, and now it's mine.
Nice.
Sorry, student. You're just like fucking
What happens when you're
years
a
old.
student?
Okay,
Yep.
I'm 26. Who's gonna?
Um,
Who are they gonna believe? Who came up?
gentlemen
with Teddy Two
and
Gloves?
ladies, check the chats.
Oh Lord,
Check the DMs.
I'm a
Yikes.
little nervous. I don't need any kind of big D slide in my DMs. That's not how I roll. I don't need that life.
God damn.
Does the nickname not fit?
I don't even know what's going. Did you? Okay, so you did share a photo. Okay.
So
Yes.
you did.
Should I look at that, or
I haven't.
I mean,
I might just leave that DM conversation? I might just leave.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna look at his phone. All of us are gonna be gone, remember. Why are you sending yourself photos to Teddy Bridge?
like, dude, this hilarious guy keeps sending me amazing memes.
That's what I'm here for. I do very little in real life other than memes, and I know nothing about fantasy football. Figure that out
We
by
know
now.
this.
Same. It's fine.
I feel like this is definitely the year that people don't know shit. There seems to be no consistency at all this year. It
Yeah.
seems so bad.
But I mean, this year has been
every year for me, Gabe.
I feel like it's become less and less consistent. I think that's a fair point, but I don't know. Maybe it's just for me this year, but it seems more of a drop off than any other year. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not been. It's been a struggle.
So, and this is
It's been more fun this year.
Yeah, that is true. It's been a lot of fun, even though you feel like you don't necessarily know anything. I feel like it's been a lot of
Yeah,
like.
fun for the first half of last year. This has been the complete opposite for me. So,
I mean, it has been wild. That's legit. Like nobody saw the Texans or nobody saw Watson taking the league by storm. Nobody saw Wentz killing everybody.
For sure.
Yeah, all this
saw
stuff.
Jarek except for Halal and me.
Who?
Jared McKinnon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Excuse you?
Okay, fine. You too.
Fucking my goodness. I've been on that shit.
I took shit for 2 years about Jarek in a league.
Bro, every time I see any Dalvin tweet, I said, oh, he will be a nice backup running back to the RB1 in Minnesota.
Exactly.
For
For my position,
7 months, I've been working this shit. Bro, come on.
I've never
I've
seen
taken
Gabe
so much shit.
get so offended.
J Mike, you fucking know. How could I not just be included in that group of Jarek lovers?
You gotta talk to Van Burst about that. He's the one that said it, not me. What you gonna say with me?
Do you agree? I have to look at someone. I can't look at his fucking face, so I have to look at someone in the face and talk.
Here, look at
I
this
feel it. I feel like
instead.
you're shouting at me, and I'm like, I'm really sorry.
We just met Melinda. She's never coming back now.
No, but can I just say thanks to the Vikings for signing Latavius Murray so we could all know to pick up Jerick McKinnon?
Yep.
God,
Yeah.
Murray is dog shit.
Not good.
Certainly made it cheaper.
Mhm.
Who's the better pick in Minnesota, Gabe or Latavius?
The better pick.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe, you could probably get more yards behind that line than Latavius.
I was just talking about this with some friends at dinner tonight that in middle school I played football and they ran the Cougar Special to me and I scored lots of touchdowns.
The Cougar Special.
You're just gonna roll out to the huddle and be like, "All right, boys, Cougar special."
And Gabe, did you happen to partake in the Cougar Special tonight at the bar?
That is so open bar profile.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, this got real.
I basically just ran a wheel route. That's all I did.
A wheel
and I
route
was
to the
just really-
other
I was
side of
really
the
fast.
bar and asked her if she was 40 or not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cougar Special still in effect. Still in effect. And going strong.
Your wife taking the Cougar Special. Is she a Cougar?
Man, we know no bounds. We know no bounds. Oh, I think we're up against it, Gabe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are running away from me. I get it.
What time is it, Jake Mike? When did we start?
It's 10.
Probably about an hour and 15 minutes ago.
All right, so we can cut it off.
Yeah.
We can cut this fucking banana off.
Whoa, Lorena Bobbitt.
That
Whoa,
hurts.
Lorena Bobbitt.
That really hurts.
Never mind. He's already cut off. He's cropped out of the picture.
Wow.
Burf, I've had so much fun with you tonight, dude. But
Oh, so have I. This has been fun.
yeah,
I'll come back if you have me. But that's a big if.
you'll have me. As long as you'll let me into the Jarek fan club.
Oh,
Oh, you're the president. We'll make it that.
No, it's all good. We all love Jarek. Everyone has a little bit of love for Jarek in their heart, not just me, but everyone. Everyone should.
You don't. You need to leave now.
Yes, agreed. All right, well let's shut it down. Let's say our goodbyes. Let's I feel like this one went really quickly, J Mike. Like
That always
It felt
happens
fast.
when we have a lot of fun every single time.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's true. It's true. Feels good. All right. Well, we'll start with right to left here. Melinda, thank you for coming on for the first time. Beer
Mhm.
and blank. That is the GOAT Twitter handle. So that's usually for you to plug, but I'm going to plug it myself and go follow her. And now you should share something more. Something
God,
else.
I mean, you just said
fill in, 'cause
okay,
all I can say is
so
beer and
awkward.
blank. So beer and so that's
Beer
all you. Share
and-
your knowledge, Melinda, as we close out here.
I don't know what knowledge you're talking about, but I had a great time. So thanks for having me on.
You know, that was perfect.
Beer and Jerick McKinnon.
Beer and Jarek
Mhm.
McKinnon. Beer and blank. And blank is Jarek McKinnon. All right, Fugazi. Tell me
Yes,
something
sir.
about yourself.
Well, I'm a Leo and I like walks on the beach.
Okay.
Ooh.
Other than that,
Did
I lied, damn you.
No, I am. You can find me at ff_Fugazi on Twitter. You can read some of my stuff that I write at Fake Pigskin. Love football. Enjoy playing
Strongly
fantasy.
recommend that site. Regan runs a great shop.
Yep, Regan's awesome. Yeah, just love being on here with you guys. Thanks for having me on. It's been a blast.
Pablo. Oh, real quick.
Yes, sir.
We didn't talk about the Bucks at all. Obviously,
Bucks?
apparently, I don't know what the Giannis MVP odds are right now, but apparently, I'm pretty sure he's currently the front runner. So you can take a little victory lap now, Pablo.
Love it.
See basketball. That's another conversation for another time.
J Mike, you remember what their final record I told you was going to be?
I think the over under was at like 48.5, something like that. I think you took the over.
Yeah, I think I was like 53 wins.
Something like that, yeah.
I'll die on that hill.
53 wins.
do they have Jabari? Is he still, or is he?
He's still hurt. He will not be back
another
until
ACL?
probably
Late
he won't be
January,
back
February.
until probably February
Man, that dude is good. I wish he could.
when he's healthy.
Yeah, that'd be a good little team there, Jabari.
He's a solid dude too.
Freak.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go Bucks.
Free the deer.
Oh, Schmathan just commented about a Jarek tweet I made yesterday. Oh, he says I quoted this is my bit now. I quoted the Pro Football Focus tweet about how Jarek was the top graded RB and I said to Schmathan, I know you're too busy idolizing Ed Hochley because he's a ref for high school sports on the side. And I said, but he's going to land in an okay spot in 2018. He's #good. And Schmathan just replied back to me, come on, you're smarter than this. Since when do you value the small sample size so much? Back to him right now. Ask Nadine.
Dang.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
We went there.
banana on that one. And I don't mean the in a negative connotation. I mean it as the microphone. You dropped the banana microphone.
I can.
banana phone.
What the banana
Yes,
phone?
sir.
Okay. Is that all you have to share, Burf, or would you like to say something
So
else?
more, I guess
More.
finally I might as well. Yeah. Oh, words for you right about now. So for those of you guys who want to read all my horrible writings, it is at thetalkingbanana.wordpress.com. There's 60-ish pieces of fun and games for you guys to read through. I try to not keep things too seriously, but I like to have fun with my writing. If I'm not having fun, I'm not writing. So there's that.
Agreed. One of the few that kind of does his own thing out there, and I respect that game, and it's a fun little site to check out and good reads. So please do so. The Banana Man himself. J Mike, what do you say?
Giant shout out to everyone who was with us in the chat today. And of course, giant shout out to you if you're listening to this on podcast, whatever the podcast catcher or tool that you use. Thank you for checking us out. I just want to throw out a quick Go Spurs Go.
J Mike, we're gonna have to stop doing that.
Kawhi, please come back soon. We need you. No, but seriously, Melinda, Pablo, Van Beezy, too much fun. Thank you guys again for coming on. And I am excited for week 9. We're over halfway through the season and
Crazy.
more than halfway through our fantasy season. So obviously this is the time to make sure your rosters are right.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. That around like week 7 to 9 is about that range where you're like, I'm not good.
Yep.
Or you're delirious.
Take that like last asset that you have that's like still kind of decent, like top 10, top 15, like a Carlos Hyde or something, which I have everywhere, and I have some bad teams, so I should probably go and shop them. Just like try to get
I'm in
something
the LFO league.
done. Give it to a contender for free. No, don't do that. But try to get some buy lows, like some Corey Davises and some Josh Doxsons.
Josh.
Players
Yes,
you
you
don't
can.
have in leagues because I have them.
Very true. Oh, Burf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meanwhile, I'm over in the corner crying about the Zeke suspension. I mean, I had it perfect with Gurley, Bell, and Zeke.
Bye, Zeke. Bye.
And now I have to go cry.
Yep. It's going to be hard. Yeah, if he's gone, we'll see what happens with the whole second thing. I'm gonna go DM Lorna now, or just call her out on Twitter and tell her to do a live Periscope and tell us what the fuck's going on. Because I don't know. But anyways, I'm the Gabe, the at grab bag, the Gabe, the
You're
gearing of
Colonel
all
Sanders.
time.
Get it right.
Yeah, that's true. I'm repping Stranger Things tonight. We
Oh,
got Cancer
no.
Upside Down. So,
No, that's what Mrs. Banana's watching in the other room.
and she is doing the right thing.
I know. I'm not disputing that.
So follow us all, find us all. We even have you know what, J Mike, we never even shout out our Twitter handle, the DHH Open Bar, but
Which also needs
probably
editing at this
needs
point.
to be changed. But we also need a new logo and things. So if you have any ideas for a new name for the
I have ideas for a logo.
Yes.
for the
So
Dynasty
listen.
Happy Hour Open Bar.
Solicit.
Hey, look, I don't want logo ideas from you, Burf. I'm still scared to look at that picture, bro. So no.
I will say it
I
could
said
be
some
worse,
other
but
thing.
like not much.
But not much.
It's okay. It's okay, Gabe.
You know, like
You-
sausage.
Far worse.
Lord.
I don't know. But we're here every Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern. Maybe we'll have a name next week. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll have too many to drink and we will forget about it. And I don't even have guests for next week, so we'll find out. We don't have any guests for next week. Excuse me, J Mike. But put your drinks up, make a little cheersy cheers to that camera. You only get to see the unique thing about this is that you only get to see this if you're actually here live in that YouTube chat and on the channel here with us. So if you're just listening, then hopefully you have something in hand and you're just like awkwardly like cheersing to like what, your ear or something, like
The speaker.
like why would you do that?
Not the ear.
So
Don't lose
just-
lose your hearing on the account of us, please. Don't.
just be here live. Just be here live. But
So
anyways,
wait, Gabe.
Sorry, what?
Barley wine is life.
is that for Tim?
For banana?
That's for beer style barley wine.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what you had tonight? Okay.
Yes, barley wine is life. Do not forget it.
I did not ask what everyone was drinking tonight. I'm super sorry, but barley wine. Let's close on that. Barley wine is life. And we will see y'all next week. This is